What is going on, faithfuls? It's your boy. Whoops, wrong one. There it is. What's going on, faithfuls? It's your boys, Mike and Breezy. We are here for another episode of No Harm, No Foul. Let me start off really quick by apologizing. I was supposed to go live last night to finish up the overreaction show with everybody from yesterday, from Sunday. It was really late. I promised you guys a show, and the truth of the matter is, I had my in-laws' anniversary dinner last night, and I completely forgot about it when I made the plans with you guys on Sunday. So I apologize. Now, the flip side is that show will be coming to you guys tonight, this evening, when I am done bowling. So hopefully you guys have not given up. Hopefully you guys still have some of that energy that we had after beating the Dallas Cowboys. All right. But that's about where I'm going to stop right now. Wayne, man, how you doing? What's going on with you, man?
I'm okay, man. It's a little, the news that came out about an hour or so ago about our cornerback's daughter, Travarius Mooney Ward. His daughter Imani Joy passed away, and it just feel like blah, honestly.
Yeah. So the word came out about Mooney Ward's 1-year-old daughter passing away. I don't know the details behind it. I honestly don't want to know the details behind it. It's not good. I am definitely one of those guys who feels like hearing about bad things with children is one of the worst things with me. It's why I've been a proponent of the St. Jude Foundation for as long as I could possibly remember. Wayne, man, it makes it tough to come on here and talk about football when real life stuff is happening. Like I tell people all the time that football is my escape from reality. And if the 49ers losing a game or having a bad season is the worst part of my life, I got a pretty good life. But what you don't factor into it all the time is while we come to this for entertainment, it's real people and humans that we're being entertained by on the other side. What were some of your thoughts? I don't know if you've been on social media to see how people are reacting to this. I see nothing but positivity in the chat so far. But what's going on? Like, how do you feel about it? Like, what have you seen? How are people reacting on your end of the world?
Honestly, I'm not sure. I'm not paying attention to people's reactions because I really don't care. But
you don't care about their reactions, is what he's saying, y'all. Don't twist that up.
I don't care what people how they react. It's just weird. It's just weird. Like people are sending their condolences, which is an amazing thing. But it's the same people that would like try to bring this man down, like because he missed the tackle, or he missed the interception, or he missed this and he missed that. And it's just like, like just as people, as human beings, we just got to be better in criticizing. Not what we say, but like how we say it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so like, after this past game, there was a tweet that went out from Grant Cohn talking about how he was benched. And then,
he tried to retract it. Didn't he say like he was benched for a play, but he's back now or something like that?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't really care. But my point is like sometimes the things we say, like we just don't know like what human beings are going through on a daily basis. Like, every time we do a show, we check in, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, how your day going? How's this, right? I think that's important. It's one of the things I learned, like in teaching. Like, remember I told you I try to be emotionally competent. Like, I try to make sure I'm good, because if I'm not good, I can't help you. I can't be a co-host. I can't be a good co-host. I won't be an effective one. I'll be there, but if I'm emotionally in my feelings about just about everything, and if y'all don't know, just go back and watch me on Nothing But Niners to Me Now. Big difference.
Mhm.
Huge change emotionally. So, I know me, and like, you can't make people do certain things or whatever. I understand that, but I just try to be a better light. You know what I mean? I don't know what these players are going through. These players don't know me from a can of paint. Some of them reach out to me. Some of them will respond to me. Mooney Ward is one of the ones that will respond to me in a private DM, and he's always been that way. I remember the first time he responded to me was when somebody stole his car, and he was like, so, or his mother, somebody, his car was stolen or something like that, and I was like, yo, let's try to help him find it if you're in this area, blah 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 blah. And ever since then, like, him and I have been able to respond to each other back and forth. Now this is tragic right here, so this is a sad time. So just people, just be mindful. Like,
Well, okay. So I don't think there's been anybody who's been more crucial of Mooney Ward's play this season and even towards the end of last season. I've been
it's one
making it a
thing.
point to,
It's one thing to be critical, and it's one thing to be an asshole.
but to say that somebody is benched. Listen, I'm not the biggest Grant fan. You know, I think that Grant treats the players like shit and the coaching staff like shit. But I don't think saying that someone got benched is a asshole move.
It is if you don't know why if they especially if they didn't get benched. Like, it's like
But you reserve the right to retract it. And he did that.
I'd say I don't know that. You're saying he did that. I didn't see him do that. So you can say that, but I don't know that. So if you're saying he retracted it, that's fine. Like, I don't know he retracted it but you're telling me he did.
I'm like, as soon as he went back on the field, he was like, "Oh, it was only for one play."
I don't know. You missing my
think.
point though. But I hear what you're saying. And it's not just him. It's just people in general. And regardless, like, it drew a response. It drew a reaction from the player. I think that's my issue.
So now you're telling me something I didn't know. So you're saying Mooney responded to that?
oh yeah.
What? See, okay. So fill me in, because I have no idea. I didn't know what happened.
So, like, the response was just like, I would never get benched. Like,
okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then he said something about Grant.
It didn't have anything to do with his balls being small, did it? Because we've had that happen before.
No, it wasn't that. It wasn't that.
Okay. No. All right. So, listen, while I do feel for the man and what he's going through, I want that to be understood and completely separate from any football critique I've ever had on him. Because one thing I don't do is insult the men. I'll insult the play.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say I'm tired of him on my favorite team, get him out of here type of stuff. I've never said that about Ward. But there's been players that I've been tired of and have wanted the Niners to move on from, and I've been frustrated with, but not the man. And see, that's the difference, right? Like, don't take it to a personal level with these players in your assessment of them.
Well, I'm not saying Grant knew this situation, or any of us knew the situation. I mean, we knew of his daughter been dealing with heart conditions. He's been posting stuff about that. If you follow him, you would know. Like, that's something that he's been posting about, and he's been making people aware of it. Like,
I never knew.
That's
I never
fine.
knew. But see, that's the other thing with me, and this is why I don't get personal with players. I don't follow them for their personal things.
Yeah, but if you don't follow for their personal things, then you can never understand where they coming from, Mike.
I'm not here to understand where they're coming from.
And what you have to, because this could be reasons why certain things aren't transgressing on the football field like the way you think that they should. So, this player's falling off this year. He's looking like this. He's looking like this, right? Cool. But if you don't know what's going on mentally with a person, it's just a bunch of factors that can cause certain things to not look abnormal, in my opinion. So I'm not saying you need to know these things, but once you become aware of them, maybe you can be like, oh, okay, maybe this is a reason why his head not in the game.
Which is fine, right? So, all right, I'll give you one. I'll give you one on the flip side, right? Marquise Goodwin, that long touchdown. After we found out, or actually, we didn't find out about what happened with this with the miscarriage until after that play, and we were like, "Why did he fall to his knees?" I remember the play. I believe it was against the Giants. Like,
Mm-hmm.
why did he fall to his knees? Like, it was a big play, good touchdown, all that stuff. But like, what was that about? And then we find out after the game why he was so emotional, and it does add an understanding of what was going on in that moment. So while
Mm-hmm.
I concede to your point, I understand it, receive it, like everything. But if I'm watching the sport for the sport, and I don't make it personal.
But there's nothing wrong with that, is what I'm saying. I said when you're an asshole about it. So I added to what you said. I said there's a big
Okay.
difference of being critical and constructively criticizing a person in a play. But if it draws some type of clapback, that means you took it a step a little too far. Like
Yeah,
some
yeah,
people,
yeah.
like everybody is, we're all out here. None of us that do this. Well, let me retract that. You and I aren't NFL paid analysts to where we do this for a living.
Right.
So we're doing this and we're learning on the job as we go, right? And so, we just try to, I know me personally, I just try to be mindful. Like, I'm going to overly critique players. Like I am. I'm going to say they suck. I'm going to say that this, whatever. And then I'm going to try to figure out what could be the cause of it. That's just who I am, though. Remember, every time we talked about Mooney Ward's play on the football field, what did I keep saying? Maybe the injury, something with his injury might not be right. Like something, maybe he's just not fully back mentally, not knowing that he might have been in and out of the hospital, things like that, or whatever. At the end of the day, like I'm just saying, we could be critics, right?
Critical, yeah.
Just do it tastefully. Like find a tasteful way to respond to these players because they are human and they are emotional as well. So like Grant Cohn has a connotation, and I'm gonna use his name because of that situation I think that happened with him and Javon Kinlaw. We don't know what the 49ers locker room or how they really felt, but I feel like now we're starting to know because players are
Have been kind of yeah.
have been free to let loose. Like,
Right.
I'm talking Juice. I'm talking, white and black. Like you get what I mean? It don't matter. Like they're freely able to express how they feel about this one particular person. And I just like I just be like, damn, I don't know Grant's MO. I don't know him from a can of paint. All I know is I brought him on another But Niner show on some draft joints, and it was all good then. And now he is who he is. Respect. But my thing is like, I don't know. I thought you got to find a way to. I don't know. We talk about men. We talk about violent men that have experienced a lot of different things. You got to find. It's cool to, like I said, it's cool to be critical, but I just think there's a way to do it. There's a way to say certain things. And there's nothing wrong with him saying he got benched. Neither. I don't want you to think that that's
right.
what I'm saying. Just when you put that out there without the context. Right? It's just like, oh, he got benched. Grant's reporting he got benched. Cool. But then what responded to the clapback? Like, why did Mooney feel a need to say something back? Especially if you said Grant retracted it. So I don't get it. Like, it's got to be something different. It's got to be something deeper than what we know.
Okay, so and that's probably what it was. He's emotional, right? Mooney. Is emotional.
Yeah,
And that's what the clapback is for, because 90% of
100%.
the time they don't waste their time responding to any and everybody. That's even the reporters in the locker room. They don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you are someone who observes these players, I'm going to use two people in this example here, right? We all know, love, expect, respect Trent Williams, right?
Okay.
And we see the decline happening before our eyes. Minor decline, but we can see it. We know, all right, guys, like he's getting a little bit older, right? So when you see the play taking a step back, we're going to sit here and say, all right, what is this related to? The first thing we're going to go to is it's the age. Is he still top 10? Absolutely. But he's not that clear one like he used to be 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we can see that. And the other player I'm going to use in this example, because we're talking about context, the other player I want to talk about is Debo. Because just the week before, Debo was out there for 3 plays against Kansas City. And I saw people calling him soft. I was on an overreaction show with people, and they were like, he is the biggest bitch and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I'm never one to bite my tongue on Debo, but I saw my man using oxygen, and he could barely keep his eyes open. Something's going on with him. I didn't know what it was at the time. I had no idea. It was on the show right after the game. And I get it. Emotions are high and all that stuff. And I cannot be happy with the performance. But what I'm not going to do is say somebody's being a bitch because they're on the sideline. Something's going on. Debo's not a guy that shies away from playing football. You don't shy away from contact. You know what my point is, if you've been watching these players long enough, you can see when something is outside of the norm. It's not the normal.
That's what I'm saying.
Like Trent, right? So maybe I missed.
It's not even a normal. You keep saying this normal decline in Trent. Trent just might not be caught up to Trent's speed yet. Like his decline in play could just literally be the simple fact his big behind wasn't in camp and it's taking him a minute. Like other than that, or all the top players from last year are declining. Now that's kind of a weird take though.
So we want the oldest teams in the league though. So
Mike, you missing my point. We literally went through the top 10 tackles 3 or 4 episodes ago, and all the top guys are ranked lower this year. I mentioned guys that aren't even names that we normally name. Mm-hmm. So either the league is declining or Trent is declining, or Trent is just taking a little bit longer to get accelerated to the new season. It could be a bunch of both. It could be all 3.
Right.
It's just look, we as I feel like you and I as our duty, it's not a job because we don't get paid for this. So our duty is to make people aware and let people feel comfortable, have a comfortable space about having their takes and getting their takes off. So I'm not the first person. I'm not gonna come at a person if you're gonna call somebody soft, but I just don't understand how a person sick is soft. Like, so me personally don't understand that. How can you call a person that's sick soft?
I got you. I'm going to use me as an example. I won't use nobody else.
Okay.
I remember, I recall clearly in a game that he played the full game. When I say full game, I mean first quarter to fourth quarter, where Debo made a 15-yard catch and was on the sideline the next play. And then he came back out on second down. Third down was a target to him. Back to the sideline, missed first down again. I said, yo, why is he so soft that after every single play he has to take a play off? To me, this is mid-season. This is mid-season. Like, what's wrong with your what's the word? Like,
I think that's different, Mike.
Conditioning. What's wrong with your conditioning?
But that's
every single play, after every time you touch the ball, you got to go to the sideline. I'm
trying to correlate the it's different. We're talking about a guy that was literally sick.
Right, but what I'm saying is in that moment, I said I felt like he was being soft.
Yeah, but like, was he declared he was sick?
No. He was healthy.
Right. So then we can't have it. It's not the. I don't get the correlation because that's my issue.
Because my issue what I'm saying is in that moment I called him soft.
But there's nothing wrong with.
Hear me out. After the Chiefs game, other people called him soft, and I was like, to me, that's not soft. That looked different. Is what I'm saying. That looked different than the normal Debo needs a couple plays off.
Right, but my point is, in that situation, in that game, before the game started, Debo was sick. So right there, people started going to the left with it. Oh, he never shows up when you need him. Oh, they need to trade him because he's never available. Oh, he's always out. Now, we didn't know the conditioning or the context of the sick. It was just sick. So to call him soft from being sick is a little different than you call him soft based off of conditioning. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying it doesn't correlate because this dude was declared sick. So sick that Kyle Shanahan didn't even know because they thought that he was going to be good to go until the trainer said, yo, I don't think he can breathe right. Like he's struggling with breathing. That's when the oxygen tanks came in. That's when your brain said, yo, something.
Yeah, that's not the attitude Debo I'm used to seeing.
Yes,
that's not the conditioning in Debo I'm used to seeing.
Yeah, but people still call them soft and unavailable, which he wasn't available, so I get it. But dang, like When they
Right.
found out he had pneumonia, here come all the retracting. Oh man, prayers up for Debo Samuel. Like that's my point, yo. Like
I respect the retractions. I respect that too. I do. And like I said, I was on the show and I said it in that moment on the people
I
I was
don't.
on with, and listen. I was on the show with them, and I respect those guys. And I said, listen, I'm not going to say that with you on this one. Normally, I'm with you on the Debo bashing. I'm not with you on this one. That looked different to me. And
it's just that I just feel like our fan base is just at opposite ends with everything.
well, no. So
It's opposite ends of everything. Bro, we could take this back to the beginning of the season before the season started, and we could talk about Brandon Ayuk, and everybody was hating against him, and everybody was pissed off at him, and everybody was this and everybody was that because he was holding out because he needed a contract that was going to secure his future. And I know we didn't know, him included, did not know that he was going to get injured and be out for the season. But God, man, if he didn't do what he did, Mike, bro, that cat would not be getting paid, period. And now we're talking about, now Brandon Ayuk's coming out talking about how the injuries might even be a little bit more severe.
MCL, ACL,
meniscus,
like he might not play ball again. He might not play ball again. And then there's an injury settlement to be had and all that. You know, the Niners are going to do what they got to do. Look, guys, it's a sport. It's entertainment, man. It's entertainment. It's entertainment. And as far as I'm concerned, the money that he got this year and the guarantees and signing bonus.
Can you pull up Niner Cali Boys comment, please?
Yeah. While I do that, but like as far as I'm concerned, all of that entertainment, like here's my thing. He earned it with what he did the first 4 years of his career.
Correct.
Now, y'all think he was only worth $12 million? Oh, is this the one you want?
Yes, this is spot on. Here we go. So he says, Breezy, you don't know what you don't know. You're entitled to have opinions on what we are witnessing on the football field in the moment.
Yes, absolutely.
1,000%. So why didn't I call him soft then?
Call who soft?
Debo Samuel.
Because it looked different this time.
Oh, so I'm not saying that people aren't entitled to have their opinion, but there's just to call a person soft for being sick is kind of messed up, don't you think?
And I want to get this off of Debo.
I could see if he wasn't sick. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like I could see if he wasn't declared sick. Right. I feel like when a person's declared sick, because you're sick, like Mike, what's the type of illness that like that you'll get that kind of like really bring you down? Is it a common cold? Is
bronchitis?
Oh, so you get bronchitis, okay? Or the flu, right? It's funny because I could deal with those things. You want to know what makes me cripple? And I don't mean that in a bad way, but like what really breaks me down? I used to have chronic strep throat, bro, where it felt like I was gonna die. And then I found out when I was a baby that I had meningitis. I had all these things that were trying to take me out. Right. And so that led to the chronic strep throats as I was growing up. So I didn't get my like tonsils and stuff taken out till I was like damn near an adult.
Wait, are you supposed to do that?
If you have chronic strep throat, and those are the first things that's getting infected. Like my tonsils was probably black and I don't know it because my throat was always sore and I would get strep throat a lot. I mean, I remember having strep throat so much that every time I got it, they had to switch the cylinders, bro. Like penicillin, amoxicillin, trioxycillin, you name it. It was a different cylinder. It was a different medicine, literally, because I was immune to all the medicines. My point is that used to break me down, but you getting strep throat might not break you down. Like, I think everybody just deals with their sickness just a little bit different. Yeah. I didn't, once he was sick, I just felt like we shouldn't have called him soft. Whether we knew he had a pneumonia or platonia, it didn't matter. Like, he was sick, bro. Yeah. So, like, to get off of this, and yes, you're right. Everybody is entitled to their opinion, and I'm not knocking for people for having their opinions. I said that earlier. It's just like,
there's just a lot of hot take heads out here now. And that's the thing. We got a lot of people just looking for a moment to go viral, right? And so when you guys watch guys like me and Wayne, we do this every day, damn near all day. Even when we're not in front of the cameras, we're talking about this. We mix in some personal stuff from time to time, right? But Like, we're still talking about this game, this team, this sport that we love, right? We really appreciate what these guys give us out there on that football field, and that's why the practices mean so much to us and all that stuff. And we invest time and energy in it. And I know maybe you guys were hoping that we were going to come on here and talk about who the Niners should be looking for at the trade deadline, or talking about our favorite Halloween candies and stuff like that as Halloween approaches and all. But today was just a little bit bigger. Today we wanted to take some time and remind you guys that this is not just a sport and entertainment business. While it's registered as an entertainment business, we want to remind you guys that those are men and people with real lives and families on the other side that are entertaining us. It's not about just wins and losses and those 60 minutes of play that we hang on to for once a week, for 17 weeks, or 20 weeks if we're fortunate enough, right? It's more than that. That there are humans on the other side going through real life shit. Real life shit. And so for me and Wayne, here's where we're different. Wayne will follow these players. And when something happens, he'll send these players a message. And he said it himself, sometimes they respond, sometimes they don't. But that's how Wayne feels, because he takes time to learn about these guys and what's going on personally. Today is my first time hearing about the illnesses for Amani Joy. My first time ever hearing about it. I never even knew his name. I knew he had a child. I didn't know her name. I had no idea what her name was. Wayne did, right? Because with me, I don't want to make it personal with these players. I want to keep it entertainment, because as I get into what they are going through personally, that stuff weighs on me. I'm an emotional guy. I am an emotional guy when it comes to real life. And sorry, not sorry, football is my escape. So I want y'all all out there, just if anything changes today, just be a better fan of your football team. Just be a better fan, right? Cool. Criticize them on the field. Be man enough to apologize if you find out some other shit. Mooney's play has been off all year long. I have no idea how long this little girl has been dealing with anything, and maybe it has been weighing on him. Maybe it has been. And if there's been any unfair criticisms from me to Mooney Ward, he has my sincerest apologies. I don't tweet players after losses in their families and all that. I did today. I don't even know if that's his real Twitter handle. It didn't have a check mark next to it. I have no idea. But it's the one that I follow that says Mooney Ward. I know where my heart was. I did it for the right reasons. Wayne, do you have anything to say before we get to the super chat here?
Nah, like I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't want people to feel like I'm bashing their opinions. Like, it's not what it is for me.
No, not at all. Not at all.
I think we are all entitled to an opinion. Everything I say is an opinion. That, like, unless I'm giving you statistics and numbers, which are facts. Like, other than that, like, everything else is opinionated based. This whole industry is opinionated based. Like, and I want to go on camera saying I don't think you bashed him in your criticism. I don't feel like that's what you do. Like, you might say, yo, he sucked on that play. He not the same person. Well, you know, Mike, he not. We know now.
He's had a life-changing event.
And so, like, what we need to do is just pray for him if that's something that we believe in doing, and pray for his strength.
Yeah.
That's it. You don't got to pray for nothing else. Unless God leads you to pray for something different, but strength, man, mental strength, physical strength. Everybody deals with death differently. I personally don't deal with it well. I don't. So everybody deals with it in their own way. Just like everybody deals with injuries and things in their own way. So just be mindful that some players may be going through things, but like Mike said, it's not your job to know. You know what I'm saying? But if you feel like you want to apologize for making a statement about a player that you felt like you disrespected or you were harsh on or whatever, that's your prerogative. I just know, me personally, to not put myself in them situations. There's some things I'm just not gonna say. I'm gonna find a way to say he ain't good in a good way. Like,
good way.
In a good way. I'm gonna find a way to constructively
criticize. Trash ever.
Yo, best. Like, you got them glad. You got them Glad Febreze scented bags, bro. That's still ripped, lion ass trash bags. First of all, let me talk about the trash
You
bag
got to
because
get the reinforced ones, bro. They
no, bro,
smell
none of
good
them.
and they
No, they
strong.
don't. No, they
Yes,
don't.
they
No, they
do.
don't. No. There's not a single trash bag out there unless it's a constructor trash bag that doesn't tear. Hefty, you're trash.
Okay. So
Glade or
you
Glad,
putting
whatever the hell your name is, you're trash.
you putting too much in your trash
No,
bag,
I'm
bro.
definitely not, bro. It's a 13-gallon trash can. How
Yeah,
come?
but
How much can
you
I?
be stuffing it down in there. You be trying
No,
to get 14
no.
gallons in the 13.
No, I don't, Mike. First of all, it should be able to hold 15 gallons just
It,
off the top.
it's a
It
13-gallon
should be
bag for a
able to
reason.
because the bags they stretch. They have stretchy stretch. Mike, don't come at me like that, bro. I
It's
know about
stressful when
trash
you
bag.
lift it out the bag.
Nah, bro. That ain't why my stuff be ripping. I'm just saying them bags aren't as strong as they used to be. That's my point. They making them a little different.
You throwing
Material
away
be
brick.
different. Yeah, I'm
You
throwing
throwing
away
away
these
brick.
49er bricks. Brick by brick.
All right, we got a super chat here from Sean. Can you read that one there for me, please?
Can we just agree that harvesting a tendon from hammy hurts like beep? It's like you are stretching your calf plus Achilles at the same time times 10.
Will you stop, fake tough dog? Sorry, they doing construction.
Talking trash about your dog, calling him a fake tough dog. You don't know if that hurts his feelings, Mike.
I
You
don't
just
care about his feelings. Oh, see, you're gonna get me in trouble with some people because to me, a dog is a pet, not a not a
you gonna
sibling.
get yourself in trouble. Gotta watch what you say, man. It's different times, man.
But he's so fake tough. If the guy took one step in his direction, he gonna run into my car head first, trying to run away. Look at him. Look at my man. Come here, Bear. Come here.
Yo, Symmetry, I need to know what kind of trash bags they make out there and where you live, bro. Cause he said I got trash bags that won't rip even with a leaf blower. That's them strong.
He got the contractor bags.
Oh yeah, the contract. Yeah. But you're gonna spend like $50 on some contractor
on a
bags.
roll of 20, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, like we're not doing that.
I'm mad we know. It's a roll
I've been
too.
there before, yeah. I've been there. All these leaves in my front yard, I know exactly what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, man.
Oh man, a dog is a pet. I do agree with Mike. A dog is definitely a pet, but they have feelings. Is my point.
I would. Let me ask you this question: would you run back into a burning house to get your dog? I want you to think about it before you answer the question.
I don't know. I've never had a dog.
You got two cats.
Yeah, I definitely not running. They gonna beat me out the house.
The cats are getting gone.
Gone, bro.
No,
they like, you ain't smell that. I smelled it before it was coming.
I would go back for my dog, but I'm not trying to like. I'm not like soaking myself in water and covering up to go in it. Like I'll open the door to see if I can get him.
I hear you, bro.
And call
some people. My point. You know what my whole point of that was? Everybody is different, and everybody handles things differently. And I feel like it just ties into everything we talked about. Like, you know,
we got a super chat here from Red Jet. She doesn't do this often, so if you wouldn't mind reading this one as well.
Thank you, Mike and Wayne, aka Fred and Grady, for everything you say and have said on this show. It has been brewing for long enough. Yeah, I wasn't. I don't know. I don't know how it looked or how whatever I said, and I really don't really care. Like I just know I'm gonna say what I say when I need to say it, because if not, it's gonna bother me.
Yeah, no, that's it.
I'd rather not be bothered.
Sometimes we got to get stuff off our chest for our own mental well-being. Y'all don't know how close y'all were to not having a show at all today.
No, they don't know.
The last thing we wanted to talk about was football. The last thing we wanted to do was come in here and talk. But you know what? This felt therapeutic. I think this was good. I think this was good, Wayne. And I think that's why people tune in for us, because I think we do something a little bit different. Because I don't think we agreed on this topic at all, but I think we have a common ground right here in the middle in between us. You know what I'm saying?
I think there's definitely some understanding.
It's respect.
And it's respect, right? So, you know, but look, all I care about is his mental state.
Yes.
And I think that's the only thing that should matter. And if we could come to agreement on something like that, I think that's way more important than how bad he's playing on the football field and what we think and this is that and the third. Like, because right now we talking about a young man's mental. a young man's mental, and that's
Right.
more important to me than anything, because that's his soul, bro.
Yeah.
Like we don't know what he thinking.
Right.
So that's the only that's the part that messed me up, because it's another young man that I can't go out there grab and just hug.
Right. Right.
Shit, I needed when I was growing up. A
Bro,
fucking hug
you
from a
never,
man.
you never, ever, ever want to lay to rest one of your children. As a person who's done it with two of my girls, it's never something that you want to go through, ever. And so my heart sincerely goes out to him and his family. And all jokes aside, all honesty, sincerely, it goes out to him and his family. And like Wayne said, man, whatever you believe in, send those positive vibes to him and his family for strength, for endurance, so they can endure what they're going through. And the game is just a game, man. You know, you got to get back to real life at some time. So, uh,
It's crazy how like how I think football players or people that do anything in life have to find a way to compartmentalize, right? So, you know, like you said something that was so dope to me, because you and I don't necessarily care to, I don't go like searching. It's just I can't help what like God puts in front of my face.
right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And so I like the fact that you are the way you are, though. I like the fact that you keep football and you separate that. And that's dope, but I just want you everybody not like you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So for those that are like Mike, salute. And for those that are like Breezy, salute. Like
Absolutely.
we all deal with things differently. And so I wasn't saying you were, I never came out and said that you were wrong.
Not once. And I didn't think that you were even trying to say that
Okay.
about me.
Okay. That's why I just wanted to make that clear, because
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I know how to get misconstrued.
Right.
I didn't
Right.
yell at you. I
For the
didn't
first time in a
curse.
long time on the show.
Well, I did curse, but I didn't curse at you. I was cursing about the fucking trash bags, fucking trash ass bags. I'm telling you, bro. Like, if you go to the store and you ever notice, Mike, how expensive trash bags are, bro.
Yes. What do you get?
What happened? They
That's
used to
why
be
I know the scented ones.
$8.
That's why I know the scented ones. All right. So some of the scented ones, they work. But my thing is, so you know what I did? And we still buy scented ones, which I'm about to go off on my wife about now that you just point this out. Because the scented ones cost a little bit more than the regular ones. They got the Febreze built into them
I'm
and all
about
that
to
stuff.
go to the store and check, bro. I gotta.
You'll see. Now
Yeah.
watch this though. So what we did was, first I was trying to figure out why we want our trash to smell good. To stop throwing away food and letting it sit in the trash can for 3 days. Like take it out after you put the food in there. Number two, cover your trash cans. If you're throwing food away or items that are going to leave an odor, it should have a cover on it. So we went out and bought this expensive, stupid trash can that's smart. It detects when you're approaching and opens up for you. And the longer you stand on it, it'll be 3 seconds. And if you're still standing over it, 5 seconds. If you're still standing over 10 seconds, and then it'll close.
What you
So
talk about, Willis?
it's the trash can lid that we have. It's like an electric trash can lid. So it opens for you. You don't have to touch it. It's a
Oh, that's
sanitation.
good. So sanitation, yeah.
So
I
it
got one
closes.
that you step on, and it's whatever. But okay.
Yeah. So
But it's
even
the
that though, it
yeah, but
closes.
it's
So the
the
odor
expensive
should
one.
stay locked inside. Why are we buying trash bags that smell
Nah,
good
cause
if
some
it keeps the
food,
odor
if you
inside, yo?
if you eat, you know what? We're not about to end this show. Let's have a conversation real quick. First of all, if you eat clean, does that do you understand what eating clean is? That means like fresh veggies.
You know what? Wait. Hold on. Let's just get this because I want to get this off. He says no. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Mike and Wayne. So
Love you,
I did
Sean.
want to read that. Thank you, Sean, very much. We do appreciate it, and you
Love you,
guys.
Sean.
All right, tell me about clean eating because no,
So
I don't know what
clean
it is.
eating
You
is
wash
like
your food before you eat it. Like
no,
I've
Mike.
seen
Clean
people come
eating
from
is
the
that's
stores
not
and
what
bite an
clean
apple.
eating is, Mike. Clean eating is foods that are necessarily clean and they're like not man
Wow.
made. No, they just don't have a bunch of. They're not made up of a bunch of shit. So everything fresh,
So
like
like
your
anything
produce.
not broccoli. I heard broccoli was man-made or
No,
cauliflower.
it depends. If you get the organic broccoli, you good. Like right? I guess I don't know. I don't know how deep you want to get into organics and not organic, but that's why you pay quote unquote more for organic. But I ain't gonna have that conversation. That ain't my business. My point is,
I think organic is the wrong thing to pay extra for.
you shouldn't have to, but there's reasons why. Do you understand?
No.
Because you got farmers.
Isn't organic supposed to be just straight out the dirt with no chemicals? So it's
Right.
easier to make and produce. So why are we paying more You should be paying more for the chemicals and the flavors. It's like when you go
Well,
and buy a
this
rotisserie
that
chicken versus a raw chicken. The rotisserie
wait,
costs more.
nah, you missing it.
Help me understand then, because they not processing shit with the organic stuff. I've
Okay, and
never
that's
understood.
right. That's the point, right? Like, so foods that are made quick and can last you for a lifetime. That's my whole point about the goddamn trash. You got you. I was trying to figure out where you was going, but I'm glad you went there. That's my whole point. When you eat clean, right? I'm talking raw this, raw that, cook this, cook that, right? It's not made of the preservatives and all that crap. It ain't gonna smell, it ain't gonna last in the trash can. Like that shit, especially seafood. You take it and you put it in the trash bag into the big trash can outside. I probably spent you spending money on trash bags and trash cans. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Oh, bro, I got an $80
That's a whole
trash
nother
can on
cause
the
I
outside of
got
my
a
house.
$90 trash
Yes,
can, bro.
the joint with the wheels and the lid that don't
and
come
the
off. You
and
got
the
to get the
heavy
bar.
lid. Then
Yeah. And so the bar that they can dump it in there, you buy it for the trash
it's
truck.
super easy. Like, I'm helping them because
Yes.
I'll do their job. But
Yeah, exactly.
the type of
And you
person
gotta
I
get
am.
out.
Right. I do, and I was like, you know what? I ain't gonna do my recycling dirty, so I'm gonna get a recycling one too. So ching. So I got the recycling big blue joint and the big trash can joint, right? So look, all I'm saying is I don't get why trash bags tear, period, especially if they're not super full. Like back in the day when we was growing up, didn't we used to have like 20-gallon trash cans in the house? Like at least 20?
I mean, that's a small trash can. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
but everything's 13 now.
Oh,
I don't
see
know
what
if you
you're saying.
peeped that. Yeah. And then the bags went up. And then they made a cheaper material because it's supposed to be healthier for the earth.
Because it's still plastic, so it still can't be. It's not biodegradable.
It depends. My city my city told us that we have to get certain colored trash bags that they hand out. I never got mine, so I just go to the store and buy whatever I could find. Like, cause they got purple ones, they got the black joints, the white
cans?
joints. No, just bags. The bags. They wanted the bags to be a certain color.
Your city?
My city is
Oh,
trash.
y'all want some yeah, y'all.
I told you, man. My city trash. Now
Why-
I'm gonna critique that.
Is it because of like recycle? Like, oh, y'all sit y'all stuff to the road in bags. Is that what it is?
No, that's New York. So we send our stuff in the trash cans.
So
still.
who gives a fuck? I'm sorry. Who
Bro,
cares
that's what I'm saying.
color
Like,
is on
how
the
to even
inside?
know if it's in the trash can? I get what you were saying. When I said that was New York, because I remember, like, every time I'm in the city, it's just big ass clear trash bags out there on the street. I'm like,
of them, yeah, like walls of them.
what an episode, man. Listen, first of all, I just want to tell everybody out there that I do love them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just not about creating no type of content this week. I just don't feel like it. I'm tired. And I just want to relax and watch basketball for the week before we go into the second half of the season. There will be a BAM show tomorrow, same time, 4 p.m. There'll be the BAM show on Friday, obviously.
We'll talk about that. My uncle's funeral was Friday.
Then there won't be a BAM show on Friday. Nope. Okay. I'm not coming in. Y'all are going to let us enjoy a break.
My uncle passed away in his service.
And Mike, our condolences go out to you and your family. I remember you telling me about this earlier last week. So
yeah, I just didn't know the service. They told us when the service was going to be yesterday, or the day before.
See, Sim says they make them buy the blue, so they make y'all put your stuff in. What's the Canadian colors? Red and white.
Somebody would tell me what color my trash bags have to be if it's inside a can. Even if it's outside a can,
this is why I love this. This is why I love everybody. How is it that everybody here can relate to every fucking thing we say, bro?
Because we the only ones talking about trash bags on the 49ers show.
Well, if the people don't start watching this late, they were like, why did they talk about trash bags? It started about calling players trash. I was so notorious for calling players trash that Miss Debbie had to give me synonyms for the word trash. Y'all don't remember them episodes?
Yes. And by the way, I got to check on her too.
Me too. I sent her a message and she hasn't responded, so I definitely got you. But do you get what I'm saying? So you can't tell me I wasn't trying to learn, because I went to the wise one,
right?
And I was like, I need some new words because I don't want to be hurting people's feelings, but I don't know how to they playing like doo doo. Right, not in Cali boy. That's what I'm talking about. Right. Cowboys trash. Now
Yes.
that's different.
Right. Cowboys trash. I don't care
I
what color
don't
ball
mind
you
if we
see.
call these other players trash. Ain't
Right.
nobody on the Niners trash.
Come on now.
That's my point.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm with you, bro. All right, listen, y'all. We got to get out of here. I got bowling in less than an hour. We got to go to my dad's. My mother-in-law, my mother-in-law. Rest in peace, my mother-in-law. My stepmother had her hip replaced, so we going over there to cook dinner for them tonight.
Nice. What you cooking?
And, my wife is making. What did mommy say she's making? Tacos and taco
Okay.
rice. Yeah.
What's today?
And today's Tuesday, so I got
Taco
bowling. Taco
Tuesday.
Tuesday. I'm not on the sound effect. There it is. There it is. Taco Tuesday, y'all. So listen, y'all be out there, be blessed, be better today than you were yesterday. That's all I ask for everybody. We love y'all. Spread love, not hate. We know it's a lot of stuff going on right now trying to divide us amongst the country and around the world. So let's find a reason to unify. All right. We love y'all. We'll see y'all soon. You ready to go home, man? No team is safe when the Niners are on the prowl. I'm Mike. That's Wayne. This is No Harm, No Foul. Peace.